Today's a new day. We're out here. Presley and Garrett bought a semi back here. It's a 379 Pete. Peter, let's talk about it, man.
All right, we're gonna talk about this here. All right, so what we are doing today is we are towing home a 1998 379. Motor's a little clapped out, old 60 series Detroit 12.7. Chunked a hole out of the block, but she still rolls. Got old coupe man there.
Look at this. We got all kinds of stuff going on here.
All kinds of great stuff.
2 pounds of boost, excessive exhaust temp, and Trinity's about to go. But we're good.
Peanut butter M&Ms
Peanut butter.
way better than peanut M&Ms.
I meant peanut butter.
And
You heard it. Send them.
The pretzel M&Ms.
So anyways, the story on this truck is how'd it blow up? You know, just driving it blew up.
Yeah, just blew up.
We didn't bust any ropes or yank the bumper off. At least this truck's got a tow point. Are we putting a new bumper on this thing or what?
Of course.
Good. We're gonna put a square edged one on here.
What kinds of lights?
Oh yeah. Me and Presley were already talking about it. Taller stacks. About that much taller. Looking good. Tomorrow we're gonna tear in this thing and hopefully get the motor pulled out, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Perfect. All right, next day here. Got a little bit of cold going on, so I don't feel the best, but it's nice out. We got the shop door open. Good breeze coming in. Feels great. Looking good. Hey, don't run into the wall. Seen a lot of stuff done before, but I've never seen this. Pushing it back. Doing great. 7140 did the trick. We pushed her in. Luke did a great job. Now it's time to pull it out. So I think we better eat lunch first. So I'm getting hungry. All right, good. All right. So we're gonna take 5, and hopefully Garrett and Presley are here so we can hop on this and get her out.
5?
Yeah.
I'll see you in an hour.
Where are we going?
You ever heard that one? Turnpike troubadours? No. We're off. We're off to the races. It's raining.
A nipple flip a day?
Hey, watch your around and pay attention. You two that are sitting there watching, somebody's got to stabilize the engine. We don't
here, I'll do it.
All right.
I'll stand up here.
Everybody else is watching.
You got less to lose.
We got it out. Time to take 5. Ooh. Woo. What?
I farted.
I farted at the same time too, and it didn't smell good.
Oh man. So in here you got your throwout bearing. So then this goes in the bottom of like the bell housing, is that what you want to call it?
Yeah.
There's also a hole here, and that's how you grease it. And then this is your clutch, and this has a new clutch in it. They just had this redone, so this is good. And then your flywheel's back here, and I don't see any teeth missing, so I think we're good there. So I gotta pull this off because that does not come on the new motor, and then all of this. But I think it's time to take 5.
That ain't good.
Garrett, what are we doing?
Garrett doesn't know.
Explain it, please.
I will.
What are you doing,
Taking the Jake brakes off, baby. My phone's ringing. You want to answer it?
Yellow!
I was telling the camera hello.
Oh,
What kind of advice do you have for the people today?
You know what? I think these people have a lot better things to do with their time than watch this video.
Wow.
Wow.
All right, it's been a couple weeks since we've worked on this truck. Me and Presley last Friday ran down to Missouri and picked up a new motor, the D60. What is it?
D60 series.
It's a 60 series Detroit. The other one that we had, the block was cracked out, so we had to get this one. They had to pay the full core charge on it. So Usually when you get a new motor, you give them your engine, then they give you a new one, and then but you still have to pay for everything else, but you just give them your old engine, and then they kind of use that. So we got the new one. Now I got to put everything that we took off of the old one onto this one, and then we'll probably paint some things up, then throw it in here. The motor was supposed to be painted when we got it. It's supposed to be purple. It's not painted, so we had to paint it purple. Well, Garrett painted it purple. All right, right now Garrett's putting the gasket maker on the front cover here, which will go onto here. And then we just cut 2 bolts. We cut the heads off and then screwed them into these top screws here. And then these will act as like a dowel to hold it when we slide it on. We'll get all of our other ones started, and then we can just pull these out. So then this just holds the front seal on there so we can get everything lined up to put the other bolts in. Oh, we got run on the motor. Dang it, Grove. All right, last night we got the cam in. We got new cam, I don't know if you can see them, new can cap. Well, these aren't new, the caps. And then there's cam bushings in here, or bearings if you want, that's what they call them. And then we got the front cover on. And then we got the gears on here. I don't know how to explain all these. Garrett knows more about that. But this goes to the cam. Everything, I think, right here runs the cam. And then now we're starting to clean up parts. Put training housing on. Presley's carrying in front end air ride kit so we can slam this thing to the ground. Bumper will be touching the ground. It's gonna look sweet. So yeah, we're gonna wash stuff up and then probably paint and throw more stuff on.
No bueno.
No good. Oh, that's terrible. This here is your injector. This is what injects fuel into the cylinder. First one's bad. It had a bad tip on it, whatever you want to call that. So yeah, the other motor, the number 6 cylinder, was shot. And so that's what messed up this little tip here. You can see it. It's all damaged up. Not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to look like that. It's nice and pointy, sharp, not all smashed in.
Putting on the rocker housing, or rocker shafts. These are the what actuates the valves, and it rides on the cam right here. And these 2 are the exhaust. These 2 are the intake, and this is the injector.
So as these rock, that's, you're gonna explain that?
Well, so the cam, the lobes on the cam have all different sizes. As you can see, they're not all level. And so at different times, the timing of the engine, it'll open exhaust valves at a certain time and intake valves. And then at the time it needs to inject, it'll push this down and inject the injector.
And then that's how your motor works. No clue what we're doing right now, so we're learning as we go. Why are we redoing this? Because someone didn't get bolts in a matter of a timely manner.
Yeah. And so the gasket dried out, and
No. I was never told to bring bolts.
I told you like 45 minutes and you sat there and ate chips.
I was hungry.
All painted, looks brand new. Looking fresh. Wowza. I wonder if people know what that means.
Dropper and 4, Crocs and no socks, the superior working shoe.
Frame rails are all washed, looking clean. Looks good. Now we're gonna throw the tranny onto the motor. So we got the air intake on, that's all painted white. I'm gonna zoom out here. This is the air compressor. This is what builds the air for the truck, for your airbags, air brakes, whatever. Got the starter on, all hooked up, wires then. Got the ECM down there. It's that white box down here. We gotta get that bolted down. Gotta get the intake all hooked up here with the wiring. We got the fan on. Missing a bolt. Garrett's running the store to get some bolts and other things. And then we're missing 2 bolts there. I don't know where these have gone. Probably lost them. Alternators on. Got the belts on. And just got a couple things to hook up over here. We need to put the radiator on. We've got turbo in. It's not hooked up yet. Got to put the exhaust on. Then we got the water pump and everything on over here.
But now we're gonna finish hooking up the intake, and then probably put the radiator on. Well,
I didn't lose the bolts.
yes, you did.
No, I did not.
Loses everything. This is why they get lost, because these 3 bolts right here, 4, go to this, but they're all over here, and then just get kicked around.
Yep.
It's too lazy to pick them up.
If you'd like to send Ziploc bags, we would use those.
And make it easier. It's been a little while now. I've been so busy, haven't had time to really do any filming, and the truck's been on the road all the time. But just got it freshly polished. Well, I guess Presley and Garrett did. Nice and shiny. Look at that. Shoo! Pop the hood here so you guys can see under the hood. It's a little dirty because the turbo return line going out, so it needs replaced. So oil's leaking on the one side here. Whew. This thing's heavy. Here's the motor all in. I think there's at least 5,000-6,000 miles on it now. It's yeah, I got a little bit of oil leak over here too, but just need some new lines. But everything else, it's been running strong. It's getting detuned Monday because it's all tuned up, and that's the reason the old motor blew. So once they get that done, then they're gonna go in and button up everything here and get all these leaks fixed. Just hauling some fertilizer for a while, dry fertilizer for a local co-op, and then it was going, I think it pulled the low boy for a little bit, a whole excavator around. I think it's gonna go full-time on grain here this fall for a farmer nearby. Presley and Garrett have a driver that's gonna run it all fall, and it's by the hour, so make pretty good money with it. Yes, the cap did fall off, just fell off, so they need to get a new one. But other than that, and we took the flappies off the top, so it was ting, 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 ting. Yeah, it's a pretty sweet truck, pretty clean. And it's a cheap truck for the money they paid for it and money they put into it. Can't complain at all on what they got. It's a pretty sweet truck. It really is. I think it's a perfect grain hauler because it's not too long, but it looks good. And I think it's like 265 wheelbase. So just wish it had like a 13 speed in it, because a 10 speed kind of blows. Looking good, looking sharp. The stacks just need to be 2 foot taller, because when you hit the jakes, it is loud. Very, very, very loud. So, all right, I'm gonna go watch the Iowa State game. I know Iowa State's gonna lose because they're not good, and they always lose, seems like. So, yeah, what do you do? But anyhow, all right, I'm gonna go inside, watch the game, kick back, talk to the roommates, the roomies, and have a good one, I guess. So, catch you guys later.